Hey, this is Daree Allen. I want to talk to you today, November 10th, 2015, about my brand new podcast episode. Kickin' It with Daree is the name of my podcast, and my host was Tara Jackson, aka Ms. Madam Money. And she says, we often buy the most when we feel the least. So the question of the show is, do you have a personality disorder? Do you have a personality disorder? Or, do you use retail therapy to get through things? Are you maybe in a rut? Are you broke or feeling broken? And this is Ms. Madam Money herself, Tara Jackson. She's on social media as Madam Money or Ms. Madam Money, depending on which one you use. We talked a lot about finances in this particular episode because that's what she's all about. She makes learning about personal finance easy and fun. So Tara and I talked in this episode that runs about 50 minutes about a lot of things financial, okay? Because she is the queen of finances. She is Madam Money. We started off talking about the fact that a lot of us grow up being kind of ashamed of where we are financially. It's a painful thing to talk about money if you really don't have any, right? So, and then we also go into school and we don't learn about personal finance in school, right? High school, middle school, nobody's teaching about budgeting. Nobody's teaching about credit cards and the dangers of debt. Nobody's doing that. We're not even learning really about entrepreneurship or the ways of the world now. We're still learning this antiquated education system. And if the people in the family are not equipped or not financially sound to teach money principles to their kids, then everyone's just going to keep on being in debt and keep on using retail therapy and keep on trying to keep up with everybody else, right? So we talked about how the upbringing that you have influences your attitude about money, okay? And we also talked about financial love languages. Now, in the past, I've talked about love languages. You've probably heard of the series of books by Dr. Gary Chapman about love languages. But Tara talks about financial love languages and the fact that there's 4 types and that usually people in relationships or marriages are tied to people that are in a different financial love language than themselves. So one person is usually a saver and the other person is not usually a saver, but maybe they're a spender. Or one person is an investor and one person is a giver. Those are the 4 types, saver, spender, investor, and giver. And there's different combinations of those 4, even like going into a deeper level that she explains in the show. So it's interesting that she explains how if you are with someone and you have a different financial love language in that person, certain things that you should and should not say to them to be able to work with them, because we know that money issues is one of the main reasons why marriages fail or why couples break up, okay? One of the analogies that we use in the show has to do with, when it comes to saving versus spending, we think about deprivation. And so one of the analogies that we use during the show is to talk about dieting, because pretty much everyone can relate to dieting. Either you've done it or you know about it and you have a very strong feeling about that word and that term. And so we're thinking about deprivation when we say the word diet. We're thinking about how there's something that we really want that we can't have. And so a lot of people have that attitude when it comes to their money. And so she talks about those parallels and that analogy between diets and budgets, okay? Because a budget is like a financial diet, right? So check out the show. The show notes are at the link below. And let me know what you think about the episode. You can hit me up at Daree Allen on all of my social media platforms. And you can also get Tara Jackson at Madam Money or Ms. Madam Money, depending on which one you use. All right. Thank you for watching and sharing the episode, for downloading and subscribing.